Bencraft Hats in Williamsburg is buzzing, and at the center of it all is Stanley Goldstein.
Bencraft Hats. Hold on.
For 65 years, the Goldsteins have bought, sold, and mended hats to Jews and non-Jews in Williamsburg.
My father started it in 1948. I took over in 1954. We have two stores today, one in Williamsburg, one in Borough Park. We carry dress hats, Hasidic hats, we carry westerns, caps, and so on, as long as it's for the head.
This part of Williamsburg is a bit of a crossroads. There are large black and Hispanic communities, an established Orthodox presence, and young gentrifiers. To different degrees, they all have an interest in hats, though the styles have definitely changed over time.
It's been to big brims to small brims, back to big brims now. Back in the 40s, the brims were pretty big. And later on in the 50s, went down to inch and a half, inch and 5/8, inch and 3/4. Now it's back to 3. Then it's going back to smaller brims again. It's a different, different kind of people that wear this brim and that brim. You know? I take the people that live in the East Village and here and there, they go for the small little hats. You know? A lot of crazy colors today, more than what they used to have. You know?
At the Borough Park location, the hats are somewhat more monochrome.
This store is very different from the other location. Because we're in Borough Park, it's predominantly a ultra-Orthodox Jewish neighborhood, so the clientele is going to be about 95% Orthodox.
That's Stanley's son, Stephen, the other head of the business.
We sell regular black fedoras, which are some people call just brim-down hats or bent-down hats, and these hats come in many different types of styles with large brims, small brims, high crowns, low crowns. We also sell hats known as Hamburgs, which are generally worn by the rabbinical crowd. There are other hats that are just worn with the brim up that are just called brim up hats, and we sell those too. There are other types of hats that are worn by the Satmar community, which we don't sell.
For those, you'll have to try a different shop. In fact, most Jewish hat stores tend to cater to a single sect, and in Bencraft, you'll usually just find Lubavitchers looking through the racks.
For the most part, we take care of the more modern Orthodox communities, such as the Lubavitch customers that come from Crown Heights, and we also have a lot of customers from Flatbush, so it works out pretty good.
After 65 years in the business, Bencraft is facing some challenges, including where to find equipment to repair and mend hats.
We have a little factory downstairs of equipment that belonged to my grandfather. None of this equipment is made anymore. We have hat blocks. We have the flanges that the hats are made on. We can change the leathers and the bands, and we actually have someone who comes in who is not a young man, but this is what he's been doing for many, many years, and we actually do repair hats in both locations.
The steamers, the sewing machines, and the wood blocks in the repair room seem like remnants from a different time. But despite their age, they really offer a material connection to the future. As New York's Jews become more Orthodox, the demand for black hats is likely to remain strong. And the Goldsteins are clearly keyed in on these demographic trends. They're even considering opening a location in the heavily Orthodox town of Lakewood, New Jersey. But back in Williamsburg, things are pretty much like they've always been, with people stopping by to say hello to Stanley, who's always happy to talk headwear.
I like small brims. I wear a dress hat once in a while, but in the store I don't. I wear caps. I love caps. I have about 100 caps, all different colors, and that's what I wear. I enjoy it. Light on the head. As long as I keep myself going, I'm happy. I can't stay home. Too much television, too many books to read, and too much nudging from my wife. Howard, you going out to eat? What? A piece of Luxembourg, if they have it. Only. No potato.